Welcome to the BaldurNBA 2015-16 NBA preview. Here with you for the 10 seeds. As the 10th seed in the East, I have the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers ended last season in the 9th seed, with 38 wins and 41 losses. The best season the Pacers have had was in 2000, when they made their only finals appearance. Back when they had Reggie Miller, Jalen Rose, Mark Jackson, the Davis Twins and many more. They eventually lost to the Lakers in 6 games, the first championship of the Shaq and Kobe three-peat. Let's check out the moves the Pacers made this summer. They drafted Miles Turner with the 11th pick, and Joseph Young with the 43rd pick. Other players they got were Monta Ellis, Jordan Hill, Tony Douglas, Chase Buttinger and Glenn Robinson. Players they lost were Louis Scola, Roy Hibbert, David West, Chris Copeland, CJ Watson, Donald Sloan and Damian Rudec. Thing that stands out is the change of direction the Pacers are heading. No more Hibbert and David West. Their biggest addition is clearly Monta Ellis, who played great in Dallas. Let's see how the rotation might possibly look like. In the middle will either be Jan Mahimi or Jordan Hill. Nothing special, but Jordan Hill is a solid offensive player. At power forward, the Pacers are going to be experimenting with Paul George. This is a part of the new style of play the Pacers are looking to move towards, playing a lot faster than they did when they had Hibbert and West. It's great to see Paul back, and hopefully he'll return to his old self. He at his game could create a lot of mismatches at the 4. If they need to go big, they can put George at the 3 spot and bring a big off the bench. Backing George up at the 4, guys that could also play the 5 are Lavoy Allen and rookie Miles Turner. Turner played well in the summer league, can shoot the mid-range shot, block shots and get to the rim. We'll see if he can reach the starting lineup this season. At small forward could be CJ Miles, backed up by Chase Buttinger. At point guard there's George Hill, and next to him they have Monta Ellis, who'll take a bit of the burden off of Paul George scoring wise. Their backups will be Rodney Stuckey, Tony Douglas and rookie Joseph Young. Joseph Young could be a steal in this year's draft. He played great in the summer league and averaged 22 points. He was voted by this year's rookie class as the biggest steal of this year's draft at number 43. He's pretty much a combo guard who can light it up. To finish things off with the Pacers, they are clearly going to speed up the tempo with George at the 4. But losing Hibbert and West will be a big loss, because it's gonna hurt their rebounding and defense. So I don't think they'll be a top 5 seed. They'll be fighting for a playoff spot, but I doubt they'll make it out of the first round. Off to the next team. In the 10th seed in the West, the Phoenix Suns. They ended last season as the 10th seed, after winning 39 games and losing 43. They have twice been to the NBA Finals, last time in 1993, led by then MVP of the league Charles Barkley. The Suns fell short to the Jordan-led Chicago Bulls. Along with Barkley on that team were players like Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley and more. Weird series considering that every game except one was won by the away team. Let's see the moves by the Suns. They drafted Devin Booker with the 13th pick. Other players they got were Tyson Chandler, Sonny Weems, John Lure, Ronnie Price and Mirza Teletovic. Players they lost were Gerald Green, Marcus Thornton, Danny Granger, Reggie Bullock, Brandon Wright, Marcus Morris and Miles Plumlee. It was between them and the Spurs at getting LaMarcus Aldridge. Not sure how close they really were, but he had narrowed it to those 2 teams. But obviously, he didn't pick the Suns. Out of the moves they were able to make, Tyson Chandler stands out as the best move. Let's see how the lineups might possibly look like. In the middle they have Tyson Chandler, whose leadership and defensive anchoring will greatly help the Suns. We can just see the drop-off the Mavs 4 years ago and the Knicks have had. He's older now, but still highly effective. He'll be backed up by Alex Len. A bit strange that they went after Chandler after Len's been slowly improving, but we'll see. Now, the power forward spot is a big question mark. Markieff Morris should be the starter, but he's very angry at the Suns management for trading his twin brother Marcus Morris, and reportedly asked for a trade. Either the Suns managed to cool off Markieff, or simply trade him. He was playing very well for them last season, all-star level in some parts. But come on now, players usually don't get on my nerves, but he can't play with his brother his entire career. He needs to grow up and be a pro. The NBA is a business, you can't just throw a tantrum. Then again, I don't know the backstory, if they promised they'd stay together, but still, that's no way to act. It would be a big blow losing Markieff, because outside of him they have very little frontcourt scoring. At small forward will be PJ Tucker. Then in the backcourt, there is the explosive Eric Bledsoe, one of the best guard defenders in the NBA. He has really opened up and blossomed since coming from the Clippers to the Suns. By his side is Brandon Knight, who's fresh off signing a 5-year $70 million contract with the Suns. He was great in Milwaukee. He was playing at a near all-star level when he averaged 18 points per game. He then got traded mid-season to the Suns, where he had some growing pains. We'll see if he can bounce back with the Suns. Only played 11 games for them until he was shut down in early April. Backing them up in the backcourt will be Archie Goodwin, Ronnie Price and rookie Devin Booker, who will help the Suns with outside shooting since Gerald Green is gone. He's a similar player to Klay Thompson, but still very young. Will be 19 around the opening night, so it could take time for him. To finish things off, the Suns are sliding from where they were the past 2 years. All the point guard signings and stuff. But I think Chandler slightly slows the fall. He'll be involved in some pick and rolls with Bledsoe and Knight. The Suns, they are pretty much in the middle. That's it for now. What team do you think is coming up next? Like, subscribe and peace!